Welcome back, 3rd through 6th graders. I just wanted to kind of do a review of what we did last week. We ended on doing catching. This week, if we would have followed, if we were able to continue on at school, we would have, the next step would have been, using a bat and a ball. But because of the circumstances, not everybody has that equipment, so we're just going to move on, and I thought I would start a fitness challenge for you. You have 5 days, okay, to see if you can do 100 push-ups. Okay, now that might sound daunting to you, but I have a plan for you, okay? All right, so this is what it's gonna be. Your goal is to see if you could do 100 push-ups in 5 days. Now, that might seem like a lot, but you have 5 days to see if you can do it. Now, what is an indicator for you is each day you have to do a minimum of 20 push-ups, okay? Because if you don't, you'll get behind on maybe your numbers, okay? So, if you feel like, oh, I could totally do 20 push-ups right now in the morning when you wake up, or I could do, let's say 10 push-ups in the morning, and then you could do another 10 after lunch. It's up to you how you want to break it up, okay, with how you're feeling with your arms. But your goal is to see if you can get all the way to the end by Friday to see if you can make that 100 mark, okay? For those of you that want to take on this challenge, I think that's awesome. This is what you're going to need to do though, okay? So your parents or somebody that's in the home that is going to have to be able to email me, okay? If they see that they are counting your push-ups with you and they're looking like they're correct, your parents will be able to keep track for you. And then at the end of the week, on Friday afternoon, however, give you the full Friday, your parents can email me and tell me how many you did, okay? And if you did make it to the 100 mark. For those that did complete the 100, then I'm gonna recognize you guys on the following week and to let you guys know who was able to accomplish that, okay? So that's my challenge for you. My address down below, in case your parents don't have it, it's mrs.anderson@wcss.org. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and try to do this challenge, I encourage you guys to do it. I believe you can. If you guys want to push yourself, it's totally doable, okay? So what we're gonna do is, I am going to go over some steps of what the actual form has to look like in order to actually count, okay? So this is kind of a guideline for your parents if they're watching you and making sure that they're keeping track of how many. The form is very important, okay, in order to do this. So we're gonna demonstrate what a proper push-up looks like in order for it to count. So I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna show you guys the proper form, okay? You're gonna have your hands come out, they're spread out. Make sure your hands are not this way and they're not inside. Make sure they're in line with your arms, okay? And they're in line with your shoulder. So you're gonna have your hands out, you're gonna have your feet back, and if you notice my back, it has to be straight, okay? This is the part where when you come down, you have to keep your back straight and you have to have a 90-degree angle with your arm, your elbow and your hand, okay? So 90 degree, I'm gonna come down, about 90, and then come back up. My back is still straight. This does not count, okay? That doesn't count. This doesn't count. Okay, I can't be like a mountain and start doing these. Okay, so your back does have to stay straight and your arm had to come down about 90 and then come back up, okay? All right, girls, this is 2 options for you, okay? First one, if you wanna do the full push-up, okay? This is how it's gonna look. So Rosie's gonna do the full normal push-up. Back is straight, okay, so go out a little bit farther. She's gotta bring her back down a little bit straighter. Okay, hold on, put your hands back. Good. All right, so now Rosie's gonna come down, 90, come back up, just like that, okay? Her hands are a little bit too far, so she's gotta bring them back a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Rosie's gonna come down, elbow, good, and then come back up. Good job. Okay, take a knee. So girls, you can do the full push-up, okay? But there's an alternate. So if you feel like doing the full with your feet out and trying to do a complete standard push-up is too hard, there's another way you could do it. This one is where you have your knees on the ground, okay? So Rosie's gonna show you that step, okay? So your hands are gonna be out. Your back feet, you're gonna kind of cross them, and they're gonna start up off of the ground. So she's gonna actually get her back straight first. So you gotta adjust your knees, girls. So if you want to bring them back a little bit, or you need to take a couple steps with your hands forward, you're wanting this back to be straight, okay? So Rosie is going to bring her feet up off the ground, and she's gonna come down. Go ahead, Rosie, you're gonna do the same thing. Now, she looks really smushed. Do you see how she looks all smushed? So come back up. If you're doing that, you're not extended far enough. So Rosie needs to take a couple steps out with her hands. Good, because it's more of an angle. There we go. Okay, here we go. She's gonna try it again. Ready, come down. Back up. All right, so she is still crunched. Her bottom is sticking straight up. We want this whole thing to stay straight. So she's not quite flat enough as she needs. So she needs to take another couple steps out. More. And you're gonna move your body forward. There we go. There we go. Come back a little bit. There we go. Make sure your waist a little bit forward. Okay, so now we're gonna see if her back can stay straight as she's going down. Okay, ready? Come on down. Come back up, okay? You can have your hands a little bit behind you. You're reaching too far out. All right, so she's gonna try it one more time. Go ahead, Rosie's gonna go down. Good, and come back up. Perfect, just like that. Awesome, good job, Rosie. How's your arms? So if you feel like you can do more, if you're like, oh, I can do more than 100 push-ups in 5 days, that's awesome. Make sure you keep track of that. Write that on a piece of paper, or make sure you keep track on your refrigerator, and try to have a plan of how you're gonna see how many you can get. If you need to break it up during the day, break it up, okay? So I still wanna know how many. So if it's over 100, that's awesome. Let me know. Let me know what actual number you got at the end, and then I will recognize those who were able to do it, and those that went even farther, okay? So good luck with you on the challenge, and I can't wait to hear how it went, all right? I'll see you guys next time.